Hello there, welcome back to another episode of World of Tanks, and on Gaily Titan here, we're on the Kasserine map, and I'm in the Skoda T50. So, still grinding away. I don't know, I think the Skoda T50 is around 25,000 experience away from completion, and the Object 704 is somewhere around 50,000. And the same for the 50TP, the Polish tank. However, I've decided I'm going north. I'm going west along the A-line. West along the A-line. There's two basic directions you can go in Kasserine Pass, particularly in this mode. I think one of them is either down along the zero line and try and push the southern edge, and the other is west along the A-line. But I think the southern one is more of a heavy tanks with good gun depression type thing. I don't think getting into the wadi is ever a good idea, particularly in this mode, because the likelihood are that you're going to get shot at from both sides. People are going to infiltrate north and south of your position once you get located. I also think this game is worth watching to the end, because it's going to demonstrate two things. One, it pays to have friends around when you do stuff, particularly foolish stuff, as you're going to find out very shortly. Because I am coming up here, but I'm not alone, which actually has made a huge and significant difference in the first few moments of this game. Now, I get a bit preoccupied with the T49, and I'm taking a shot into the flank from, which I didn't initially notice, the Object 432. And he's put a second round into me. And it's a very tough opponent, because he's put a third round into me, because first of all, he's low, so he can pretty much shoot into my lower front plate without me being able to do anything about it. Not that it makes any difference, his gun is well capable of penetrating my tank pretty much anywhere. But the second thing is, he gets a little too obsessed about killing me. Now, he's almost done the job, but I think if he arrived in, did a drive-by, left me at 312 hit points and drove out, he's probably gotten away with it. If he drove down the wadi, he might actually have gotten away with it. And it really is thanks to the Lycan and the Kampfpanzer 50T that I survived that encounter. They came back, they helped me out, and I'm still alive. So I'm still in the game. So, Becky Lynch. Becky sticks her head up, but she's not paying attention to where I am. It gives me the side of the turret, so I'm able to put a round in. I don't pay any attention to the heavy tank above. He's surrounded by 4 tanks. And he's not going to survive one way or the other, and doesn't need my intervention. I was better off where I was, basically stopping Becky Lynch from interfering in that fight. We have actually mop-handedly cleared this area out, which often is the case, because the enemy generally don't come in force up this way. They're not facing this way. They tend to drive east into the lower place, which you can tell, because they have actually gone pretty much mob-handed into the south, the eastern side of the map, down at the southern edge, and they've now cleared us out. And we had 3 tanks in the ravine or the wadi, and they're dead. I get a couple of rounds into the Stradvagen 103, and it's very much a case in this game of, especially when you're down low at hit points like this, it's kind of shoot and scoot, relocate after every shot or bunch of shots, depending on whether I've been spotted or whether I think I've at the time or not. We've just lost our artillery because the centre of the map people went into the ravine, so they got surrounded. I don't think it's a viable proposition. You're better off blocking the exits and stop them coming out. Make it harder for them to come out. Now I get spotted out here, I think probably by the Centurion 7-1, but I fluffed the shot back, and I don't want to be sitting here waiting for him to pop back up, because that Kampfpanzer 50T could just take me out. So I want to move further east, because I have a better chance of getting softer side shots into people who are facing up to people that are north and south of their current locations. Now, I was going to pop up on the ridgeline, but then I saw that T28 prototype, and I thought, well, I better not pop up on the ridgeline and get spotted, and he's behind me, because I'm definitely one shot kill to him. 312 hit points. We no bother from him. He's about 400 and something odd average damage, I think. Or was he at 390? I can't remember which now. Probably depends on what gun he's got as well. So we're now on to reload. I am spotted, but I reckon these guys are busy now. I should have been watching the Pershing. It was a better opportunity for attack, but the Conqueror's coming out, so I'll get a shot in the Conqueror. Don't get the second shot, don't get a shot into the Oni. And don't really have clean shots in the others, because again there's tanks to the south of me. I don't want to be sticking the side of my tank up while they're there and I'm spotted. Fluff the shot in the enemy Kampfpanzer. But we get one into the T49. And once again we pull back for the reload because we are targeted. Somebody's targeting me. Probably the Kampfpanzer, or could be, no. There's the enemy light tank. There's the Centurion 7-1 is not targeting me. And is he going to live? He's not going to live. And there's the 50T popping out. We bounce a shot off the turret. Now he's got his gun pointing at me. So we take the snap a shot off. Now he fires and he hits the sand dune in front of me. I think I saw a puff of dust there. So I'm gonna pop back up again. However, I've lost sight of him, so maybe I shouldn't pop up back up again. Maybe I should. There's only 4 of us left, and there's what, 6 of them. Not great odds. And there is the 50T, and we are quicker on the trigger. But now we're out of ammo, and so I'm going to make a run for the low ground here, so I can reload. I decided, because the enemy seem to be pushing onto us, and there's 3 of us left, and I reckon my best bet is to open the distances so that I can give supporting fire at range. Basically, while my gun is reloading, I can just relocate. So I'm keeping the distance open between me and the enemies, because I actually didn't think we'd survive this, to be honest with you. So we punished the Pershing fairly strongly, but not enough to finish him, but we do track him. Or somebody tracked him anyway. And I thought, okay, I wasn't going to get back past the dunes clear, but if I go put that rock between me and the enemies, I should be able to do it. We've managed to kill another enemy tank. We have lost our light tank. And there's the Conqueror. Now, I won't be able to finish the Conqueror, and that I did track him, so I got a tracking boost there. And my final shot didn't hit him either, so the Conqueror is still alive, and we're now tanked down. But we've managed to recover, so now we're even. So now this is an even fight. It's actually got a better chance. So this is, what's that? That's an M46 Patton. And he's not pointing his gun at me, so I managed to put full 3 rounds into him, got the full benefit out of that one. And now there's 2 of us left. And surviving Oni. Now I don't know what that Oni was doing all along. He really should have been involved in the fight. But now he's helpless because I don't think he can see me at this range. And I can see him, and the Kampfpanzer 50T as well. I can probably get in beside him and maybe even get under his gun. But it doesn't really matter, even if the other tank dies. I think I should still be able to finish him off here without too much trouble. He's even too big to hide behind that particular sand dune, so we just wait for him to come out and put a round in. So 2 of us remained at the end. And let's see now how we did in the final score. We actually did pretty well. We did quite a lot of damage. Got a reasonable amount of tracking damage as well. So 5,281 damage, 1,400 assisted. That's pretty good. I think that's as good as I've ever done with this tank. We got a high caliber award. I did not recognise this ribbon that was next with the elephant on the green background. But it's Patton Valley, and I'm pretty sure I've got some of them before. An ace tanker, yes. And something I only spotted when I was rewatching this was that I picked up a second mark of excellence. And this is the first game where I got the second mark of excellence. I came number 2 by experience along with the Kampfpanzer 50T and the Lycan that rescued me at the very start. So those three of us were the top three tanks in our team, basically. And I quite enjoyed that game, actually. I thought it did pretty well. And it's near the end of the career with the Skoda T50, so I'm kind of ending it on a high note. I will catch you all again soon. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please press like, comment, share. It really helps the channel out. And if you have not already done so, please subscribe to the channel. I will catch you all again soon. Bye for now.